Good morning from Pismo Beach, California. We're here at Pismo Village and we're getting our day started early. We have a big one planned. Gonna go fishing later, and we got some pretty exciting planned. We're going flying, so that's gonna be fun, but we're getting it started early, and we're gonna go show you the place that we got married at about 10 years ago. And
good job.
I know. So we're gonna take you down to the Best Western.
Ben, we didn't get married at a Best.
We got married at a Best Western?
But it's not. Just because Best Western bought it, it wasn't built as a Best Western.
There's Best Western on the sign, but it is a gorgeous place, so let's go.
Don't listen to him. That this looks like a Best Western, guys. This is not a Best Western. And this is the restaurant where we had our reception. See? Not your normal Best Western.
Well, it looks like they're doing some work down there. So right down there is where we actually tied the knot. Then over there,
on the bottom story, that's where we had our reception.
Well, this has changed a little because during our picture time after the reception, we walked out to that, what's left of a spiral staircase on down to the beach.
We took pictures over there on those rocks. Talk about, my wedding dress was huge and it weighed a ton, and I had to climb up on those rocks for this picture that the photographer was insistent we take. I will give it to him, it's amazing. And 10 years later when we drive past there, it still sits in his front window. So it was worth it.
Okay, that's enough of this memory lane stuff.
Stop being that way.
You know I love you.
Really sentimental and private.
So we're gonna go check out the Monarch butterfly area here. I'm not sure when the best time of year is to check out the Monarchs, if it's winter or summer.
No, it's like February and March.
Oh, so we're in prime time?
Yeah, supposedly.
Okay, well let's go check them out. They hang out in a grove of eucalyptus trees, and it's pretty magical when there are like thousands of them there.
I love that place. It's so beautiful.
It's the best Western around.
It is. If you ever come to Pismo Beach, no visit is complete without stopping to have an Old West cinnamon roll. And it's right here on the right.
So are we technically incomplete?
We've been here before, but if you want to stop, I'm okay with that.
Oh, that's a lot of sugar for me at this time of day.
I already had my breakfast bar, so.
Okay, so.
But this is a delicious place to have the biggest, softest, gooeyest cinnamon rolls you've ever seen. So, it's on Dolliver. Be sure to stop in.
It's just too much sugar for us this time of day.
This is the eucalyptus grove we were telling you about, where you can see the monarch butterflies.
Well, this is another place to put on your list to visit when you're here in the Pismo Beach area. There are a few of them flying around. Beck just Googled it, and I guess on February 5th was the peak, and there were about 28,000 of them here.
I've also read that they're more active in the afternoons when it warms up. And we're here early in the morning because that's when we had time. So it says that they come from the Rocky Mountains, even all the way up in Canada. They leave there in August or September, and they get here in October, and they stay for the winter. And they have their babies here.
Okay, I've spotted one resting on this tree here.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
Let's see here. right, I am zoomed in as far as I can just to get that shot. They're a beautiful little butterfly. It's a very peaceful place. I wonder if these birds eat butterflies.
I don't know. They probably eat their babies. I wish you guys could smell it. There's this wonderful aroma of eucalyptus and juniper, and it's cool this morning, but the sun's shining and the birds are chirping and flying all around. This is one of my favorite places in this town. The hardest part of living in California or coming to visit California is resisting the poppies. So there's California poppies and they're always in bloom this time of year. Here's one plant of them, but you are not allowed to pick them or anything, but they're so gorgeous you wanna pick one.
We have just spotted another monarch, but this one's on the ground. And I'm gonna have to zoom in pretty heavy on it. There it is. Hey guys, you know how we enjoy sharing all our favorite eats from our travels around the country. And since this is our old stomping grounds, we are here at JJs Market. It's a great neighborhood market up here on the Mesa in Arroyo Grande. They actually started out with a little market down in the village of Arroyo Grande, which is kind of like the historic district, and now they have this really nice store up here. But they have an amazing deli section and they barbecue their own tri-tip and chicken. I used to have one of these red oak pit barbecues. They're pretty awesome. You have this rack that you're able to raise and lower based off the temperature of your coals. And this red oak here on the central coast of California has just such an amazing flavor, and that's the wood of choice for cooking on. I used to do like a 5 count, so I'd hover my hand over the grill, and if I could keep it there for more than 5 seconds, I had to lower it down, but 5 seconds was just about that right length of time to get the good proper cooking temperature. So if you find yourself up here on the Arroyo Grande Mesa, come on into JJ's. So here are their local seasonings. I've never heard of that one. That's the Susie Q's, and that's a big old container of it. Then Jocko's. I don't know if we're gonna have time to take you to Jocko's Steakhouse, but that actually is probably a lot better than the Susie Q's in my opinion. And then McClintock's is another popular restaurant here. And Bren's, I'm not sure about that one. We decided to start something new in our videos. We're gonna ask you a question, and the first person to comment in our video with the correct answer, we're gonna send them something. So in this case, we're gonna send some of this Jocko's seasoning to you. And the question is, what was the name of the RV park that we stayed when we were in Maine? So be sure to comment the proper name of that RV park in this video, and the first person who does will send you a bottle of this Jocko's mix. We're back here at Pismo Village, and I'm gonna go take a look in their store because I'd really like to get a sticker for our sticker board and just see what else they have here. They have a full-blown store here and gift shop. So if you need anything, you can find all your camping gear. There's RV parts, good old ice cream, all the candy, miscellaneous cooking stuff, and then a little refrigerated section with even some produce. It really helps having a store like this in the campground. Found what I needed: a sticker for our door, magnet for the oven, and postcards. And the award for the fastest high-speed Wi-Fi in our actual campsite has to go to Pismo Village. This is a 3/4 gig video that I'm uploading for you guys, and it's only going to take 5 minutes. Good high-speed internet is something that we really value, so right on, thank you Pismo Village for having a good, solid, high-speed Wi-Fi in your actual campsite. We've arrived here at the Oceano Airport, and we're about to go flying. Are you ready to go flying?
Is the sky blue gray?
Yeah, the marine layer's coming in. And that's the Stearman we're going flying in today.
That was so much fun. I'm gonna go again.
Nothing better than the thumbs up. Good job, guys.
Was that a good birthday gift?
Yes. The best.
An adrenaline rush, huh?
I'm gonna go again.
I think we need to get our own.
Yeah, it'd be a little more pricey than that was.
Yeah. Okay, we're out here to go surf perch fishing again with old friends Doug and Reno.
Vince, glad to have you back in California, buddy.
And there's good old
seeing you,
Reno.
man. Let's go get some fish.
And with Doug's truck, we were able to drive down the beach to a spot that's a little more fishable. You can see right in front of us is a deep hole, which is what I was really looking for the other day in front of the campground. All right, here's the first surf perch of the day. This one's kind of small, so I'm gonna let it go. Number 2. Okay, here's fish number 3, getting a little bit bigger. That's an eater. Yeah.
I don't keep it.
You can get some meat off that one. All right, Doug's got one on.
California barred perch, buddy.
Yep.
Whoa.
That's a good one right there.
That's a keeper.
Hey guys, thanks for joining us today. Back at camp and all settled in. Going to head out tomorrow, and we're going to work our way up to Cloverdale, which is the location of the Russian River 1000 Trails. And going to meet up with an old friend up there and spend a few days. So thanks for hanging with us today. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, and remember to enjoy the ride.